I'm going to be changing the upper radiator hose, the oil cooler, and the thermostat on this 2017 Santa Fe Sport. What you are going to need to do this job, other than the parts, is a 17 millimeter and a 10 millimeter socket and a 12 millimeter Allen wrench, some pliers, a screwdriver, and a flathead. The upper radiator hose burst and inside look like this, so that's why we're changing the oil cooler and the hose. And I'm getting a code for a thermostat, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that as well. The first thing you're gonna want to do is go under the car on the passenger side behind the radiator towards the cabin. You're gonna find a plastic white screw that is the drain plug for the coolant. So you can use some pliers or an adjustable wrench to loosen it, and then just loosen it by hand. Just make sure the car is cold, the engine is cold, and you have something there to catch all the coolant.
It looks like this.
The next thing you're going to want to do is remove the oil filter. You might want to drain the oil pan first, but oil will come out when you remove these parts. That is 100% normal. Oil runs through there. So, this is the oil cooler. The oil filter screws on the bottom of it. How you take it off? You screw off the oil filter, and if you look at the inside of the threads for the oil filter, it's an Allen key. You loosen that, and when you loosen it, this is just all gonna come off together.
Show the Allen key and then the size.
I didn't have the right size. Oh. The number one thing you want to do when you're finished with this is clean out the cooling system if you've had the same problem as me. If you didn't have oil in your cooling system, don't worry about it. But if you did, go buy a radiator cleaner, a cooling system cleaner. If you absolutely cannot get your hands on one, just rinse it with water a few times. Fill up your cooling system with water, close it up, let it warm up, drain it. Do that a few times until it's clean, or else you probably will have problems with your water pump, with your thermostat, with the oil cooler again, with the hoses. You will have cooling system issues if you do not 100% clean the oil out of there. And that is my recommendation. When you're putting these parts back together, especially the oil cooler, do not over tighten it. There's a gasket at the top that's going to prevent it from leaking. Get it on there enough so that it doesn't move. It's not going to move, but don't over tighten it. You can feel threads. And the oil filter, just hand tighten. Make sure you lubricate the gasket and hand tighten it. Strong, but hand tight. So in order for you to access the thermostat, you're gonna have to remove the intake. Start with these two hoses that are right here and this entire boot. There's two Phillips screwdrivers on each end of it. It's pretty simple. But you will have to remove the radiator hose, which you can see is in the way of the other one. If you don't know how to take the hose, I'm showing you at the end of the video. So just skip there so I don't lose momentum in showing, because that's the simplest part of this job here. Next, you want to unscrew these two 10 millimeters and just pull this box up towards you and it will come out. Once you have all those parts off, you're going to follow your lower radiator hose all the way to where the engine is. That's where your thermostat is. There's going to be 3 bolts holding it together, and you could see me unscrewing it there. That little black thing right there is part of them, is screwed on with it. It's 3 10 millimeter bolts to take the thermostat off. So try to tighten it back evenly and make sure the pin is facing up towards the sky. Meaning, and torquing them evenly, meaning don't tighten one all the way and then the second one and then the third one. No, like tighten the first one a little bit, then the second one, then the third one, and then you come back and tighten it another time. Now for the radiator hose, the upper radiator hose, you're gonna wanna follow it, and under it you'll see the clamps, and you pretty much just tighten the clamps and pull on the hose with your other hand, and it's like that for both sides. What I did to make this a lot simpler and to just give me a lot more space was I just loosened the battery terminals and I pulled the battery out. It gives you so much more space to work with and makes the job a lot more simple. Thank you for watching this video up until this point. If there was anything else I can do to make these videos better, leave them in the comments. Thanks, guys.